Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing to start the drive. Waldron. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
It's caught. Mitchell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now the try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Off-play action. Waldron. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle they go. Baker. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Waldron. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Edwards. And some room to maneuver, taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown.
CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Dances by him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Boy, 224 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. An entertaining start to this one. Here to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now a handoff. Edwards. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Waldron under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, that's good. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. On the handoff, Edwards. And some room to roam now.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off play action. Riley. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Operating from the gun, Riley. Griffin's got it, middle of the field.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one around.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going to try and throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
Okay, ready.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw. Riley to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Riley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Edwards. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Riley. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw on second down, Riley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going to be, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning it in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rolling to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking to throw on second down. Waldron. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Operating from the gun. Waldron. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. first down. Waldron. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Off play action. Waldron. That's out wide here for Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now at FedEx Field. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Waldron. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go play action here on first down.
Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Back to throw. Riley, flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Riley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Waldron. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Waldron. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Waldron. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Waldron. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Waldron, well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it's Edwards. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with Edwards.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now a run with Edwards. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. This is Edwards. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offensive